my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to all of my new subscribers and those of you who have been around for a long time. Hey girl. So I want to talk to you guys today about the JACLYN Hill Champagne collection. Can we talk about it? Can we really talk about it? Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, this is a 5-piece collection. 5 pieces. It stems from or is an expansion of the Champagne Pop collaboration that JACLYN Hill did with BECCA some time back. Champagne Pop is now permanent, so yeah, that's a big deal for a fellow YouTuber to have. I'm really super duper proud of her. I'm proud of any YouTuber in this beauty sphere that gets a chance to collaborate with brands and actually make something that's useful and that they actually use to, you know, reach their audience and things that can make us feel better. So I decided to purchase 2 of the items from the collection. In the collection, there was the Champagne Pop that came out. We came back. Okay, it's permanent now. It was a part of this collection as well. I didn't pick that up the first time because I felt like it would have been a little bit washed out on my skin. So I left that one alone. And then there's also a liquid version of Champagne Pop. There's a cream version. And there's a face palette and an eyeshadow palette. I decided to pick up the eyeshadow palette, and I also picked up the face palette. Alright, so let me start off with the face palette, since I think that this is the actual item when it releases on, I think they drop on June 16th. I'll put all the information down in the description box. When you go inside, I think if you get anything, or if you get nothing from this collection and you want one thing, get this one. And I'll show you why in a second. It has the Champagne Pop. Obviously comes with a huge mirror. The packaging is gorgeous. It comes with Champagne Pop, which is right here. And then we have the more gold tone highlighter here, which is Prosecco Pop, which JACLYN said she curated herself. So for the blushes, we have 3 blushes up top here. The first one is called Pamplemousse, which is like a coral pink color. And then we have this one here, which is Amaretto. This one is more like, they describe it as like almond, but I would say it's more on the cool tone side for me. It's more like a taupey color on my skin tone. And then we also have Rose Spritz, which is right here. This one is a pinky coral shade, but it also has some gold undertones to it. So it has like a gold sheen to it. It's really, really beautiful. I have it on my cheeks right now. I think it's perfect for the summertime. But anyway, here are my gripes about this palette. My first gripe, well, probably my only gripe, really, is the name of the actual items. So let's say you're new to this is a new palette for you, and you're like me, when you open things up, you toss these like in the garbage, trash. So I understand that the actual names of the items are on the back, but anybody got time for that? I'm not about to go look in the back for the name of something. No. So I would have preferred if in the packaging they had actually went and embossed the actual name of the shadow and the highlighter at the bottom, like embossed it in there, and that like gold lettering. That would have been beautiful, like how they did in the corner with JACLYN Hill and BECCA in the corner here. For the actual names of the items, put it down here. That would have been awesome. Like if this was my palette, like that's exactly what I would have done, because I know I myself am not about to go in the back and try to figure out what color I'm using right now. I say get this one because of the fact that there's Champagne Pop in here, so if you didn't get a chance to get it and you don't want to buy it singly, then this would actually be a better bang for your buck. My only other gripe with this palette is with Pamplemousse. Pamplemousse kicks up in the pan something fierce. Like, it really kicks up in the pan, and it gets all the way down onto my Prosecco Pop, and it's actually lining my Prosecco Pop right now because of how badly it kicks up in the pan. So just be aware of that. But other than that, these are some beautiful colors. I think JACLYN and BECCA did a really good job curating this and putting this together. I love the huge mirror. It's ginormous, and this is actually really, really, really good quality packaging. Loving the packaging. It's really, really weighted. It's not super heavy, but loving the gold detail. I love how everything is laid out. But again, my only issue is with this right here. It kicks up in the pan, so it gets everywhere. And yeah, the front is really beautiful. Love the packaging. They did an amazing job with the packaging with that one. So let me go ahead and finger swatch these blushes for you guys so you can see how pigmented they are. They are really, really pigmented, and they stick to the skin really, really well, and they last all day. Out of these blushes, the Amaretto, it doesn't show up on me as a blush. It just doesn't, obviously. But I love it as an eyeshadow. I've been using it as an eyeshadow and it looks really, really pretty. It looks like my eyes, but better. Like, the color is really, really nice. It gives you, like, even though it's matte, like, it gives you, like, this soft, satiny effect to the eyes. It's really, really beautiful. So if you can't pull it off as a blush, go ahead and use it as an eyeshadow like I did. So let me go ahead and swatch Champagne Pop. And I'm also going to swatch Prosecco Pop so you guys can see what they look like on my skin. As you can tell, that is Champagne Pop and that is Prosecco Pop. Moving on to the eyeshadows. Now, the packaging for this is like a mirror effect, just like the bigger face palette, right? Now, this nice mirror effect is very fingerprint friendly. Like, your fingerprints are going to be all over this. So if you are a little bit OCD about that stuff, then just be prepared for that. But again, showing you these, I cannot stand these. Like, if I was to ever do a palette, I would not put this there. Like, even with this palette, the actual names of these shadows are on the back. Okay, I get that, totally get that, but I'm just annoyed by little things like this. That just annoys me, okay? It's just my thing. Moving on to the colors. Here are the colors inside of this eyeshadow palette. To me, they are more cool tone on my skin tone. Like, to some, they might be a little bit warm tone, but I think they're cooler on me. You're going to see in the demo that they do appear a whole lot cooler. This is a really good neutral palette if you're looking for something that has shimmer and mattes in it, that's in one place, that can look like your eyes but better. I think this palette is really nice for that. But other than that, I don't think it's anything to write home about. I think you can find things probably in your collection that look exactly like this. But the colors are very, very pretty. And they blend out really, really well. The formula is really nice. There's no cakiness. The only one that gave me fallout was the color in Champagne Toast. That would be this one right here. That gave me a little bit of fallout on my inner lid where I was placing it. But other than that, it's a beautiful color. Everything is soft. Everything is really creamy to the touch. Really creamy during application on the eyes. And the actual packaging is nice and weighted too. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And there's also a mirror. There's a nice little mirror there so you can really, see what you're doing. So it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. They did an amazing job with this. Again, the colors are really, really nice. I'm going to swatch some for you so you can see them. See, there's like a neutral tone palette. Like, if you need something that's everyday and you like BECCA's formula, then I would say this palette is really, really nice and you should go ahead and pick it up once it launches. So let me go ahead and swatch these eyeshadows for you guys really quickly. They're really soft and creamy, you guys. Like, some of the softest eyeshadows that I've worked with for a while. So the shimmer colors are really, really pretty, as you can see there. But the neutral shades, they just don't come up on me like that. So they're really, really good for a more neutral look, like I'm about to show you in the upcoming clip. Like, this palette right here, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more on the neutral side, but you do want a pop of shimmer, then I think this is a really nice collector's piece from the collection. And as always, I'll have a ton more swatches on my blog, MissBeautyBunny.com, so you guys can go over there and check out those swatches if you want more of a closer look into the palettes and the eyeshadow palette itself. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the demo. As always, do let me know down in the comment section what you think about it. Are you going to get anything from this collection? Let me know. Again, it launches June 16th at Sephora, and I think they might have it online, but I know it's going to be in stores during that time. So go ahead, and like I said, if you don't get anything else, get the face palette. It is a must-have from this collection. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you in another video really, really soon. Bye, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the BECCA Champagne Collection eyeshadow palette, and the first color I'm going to be using is called Cognac, and I'm going to be taking my Sigma E25 blending brush and placing that in my crease area. Once I'm all done with that, I'm going to add in the next color, which is Cordial, inside of the palette. This is a nice matte color. It's more on the purpley side, but like really, really pastel and pale. So it's more of like a mauve tone pale color. It's really pretty, and it goes on really smooth. So far, all of the colors in this eyeshadow palette are nice and creamy and smooth. The next color I'm going in with is called Bordeaux. This is like a deepened plum color. It's matte, and I love the fact that it's not too over the top in terms of its color. Like, it just gradients in and blends in with all the other colors really, really well. I think this is a beautiful outer V color that's not too much. Once everything's all blended, I'm going to go ahead and add Champagne Toast into the inner portion of my eyelid just to give my eyes a little bit more of that wide awake look. This color is beautiful. However, it's the only color so far that has actually given me fallout when I apply it, so just be mindful of that. So I'm going in with the BECCA and JACLYN Hill face palette from the Champagne collection, and this so far is my favorite. So what I'm going to do is take Prosecco Pop and my Sigma E35 brush, and what I'm going to do is place my highlight with that. That's going to go onto all of the high portions of my face, cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, you know the works. Next up, I'm going to take the color Pamplemousse. This is the really bright coral shade that's a blush in this palette. I'm in love with this color. It is a very pigmented. As you can tell, I'm putting on a lot of it. A little bit of it goes a long way, but I just wanted to put on a little bit more than usual, just so you guys can really see how pigmented this is. Next, I'm going to take Rose Spritz, and I'm using my Anastasia A23, sorry, Anastasia A23 brush. This is actually for highlighters, but I'm going to go ahead and place that Rose Spritz. It's like a blush topper, so it's really, really pretty on the skin. Then I'm going to add the color Chardonnay from the BECCA and JACLYN Hill eye palette, and that is the finished eye look. As you can see, very natural, very neutral, great for the daytime. The cheeks are popping. Everything is just gorgeous and glowy. So go ahead and grab what you want, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.